This is Powis Castle, located in Powis in North Wales in the UK. Built in the mid-13th century, Powis Castle was once the home to Henrietta Clive, the daughter-in-law of Robert Clive, one of East India Company's most famous figures. During their time in India, the Clives gathered a lot of wealth and returned to Britain with loads of treasures either gifted by or looted from local rulers. Over thousands of these objects are displayed here at Powis Castle, which is owned and managed by the National Trust.
So Gaggan, we're about to enter the Clive Museum, which is full of hundreds of artifacts from India, many of them related to Tipu Sultan. This is a palanquin, and this is associated with Nawab Siraj-ud-Dawla, who Clive defeated at the Battle of Plassey in 1757. Everybody comes to the Clive Museum, they come for this. This is one of 4 finials from the throne of Tipu Sultan. And when Tipu Sultan was killed, the prize agents looked at all the gold on the throne, which was massive, and instead of keeping it the way it was, they decided then and there, without informing any of the generals, they decided then and there to cut it into 4 pieces.
How much will this cost in today's money?
I don't think this is going to be for sale.
Right.
I think its historic and cultural value is far, far, far in excess of its material value. In one of the display cases here, what we see here is possessions related to Tipu Sultan. Yeah. So this is the campaign tent of Tipu Sultan, that whenever Tipu Sultan went into battle, or even when he went on to tour, Tipu Sultan would hold court there, meet officials and rest, etc. When it was brought to Powis here, for many, many years in summer parties, the tent would be set up and people would be invited in. And it's again, I think the symbolism is that here we are associated with the death and the defeat of Tipu Sultan, which cleared the way for the conquest of the west of India.
But 270 years on since his birth, the once beloved king of Mysore, Tipu Sultan, has today become a very diverse and controversial figure in India, with some calling him a valiant freedom fighter and others who are asking for his name to be erased from India's history and school textbooks, as they believe he was an intolerant ruler who forcefully converted the Hindus and persecuted the Christians.
When I weigh up Tipu's good and his bad, he is not what he's demonized as. Of course, he was capable of great cruelty, but he was also capable of great acts of compassion, of care. He didn't see himself as a foreigner. He didn't see himself as a Muslim ruler only. He saw himself as a local son of the soil. When I was in Seringapatam, every single person that I spoke to said to me, what more is to say about him? He was our one true king. And then somebody said to me, he said, this is a man who gave up everything, who was betrayed by his generals, by his own family, and yet he died valiantly, fighting to his last breath. And it pains me today that in India, he's being demonized. I think this is a sad, sad state of commentary.
Gaggan, Sabherwal, BBC News, Powis.